year, the world's fourth best performer. But can this momentum really keep up? I mean, given the unrest that we know of elsewhere in the region. Here with a few answers, Dr. Mohammed Umran, Executive Chairman of the Egyptian Exchange. He's joining me right now from the NASDAQ, where he just rang the closing bell. Dr. Umran, thank you for being here. You know, you've been meeting, I know, with investors in New York in an attempt to attract investment there to Egypt and to the Egyptian stock market. What kind of response are you getting, especially in light of all the tension we're seeing in your part of the world right now?
Yeah, thank you very much for taking the time to talk with me. Actually, I got a very positive and optimistic view from the investor. This morning, I had a breakfast with the Merrill Lynch and a group of investors, and this afternoon, I was a keynote speaker at the lunchtime with the HSBC and other investors. And the message I would like to send to them is that the Egyptian economy is coming back on track, and there is a significant change in the political, security, and economic landscape of Egypt. And the reaction I got from them was very positive, and you can see that even from the numbers and the figures about the foreign investment participation in the Egyptian stock market, in which is the last 3-4 months, the foreign investors are increasing their investment in Egypt. Their daily trading around 15 to 20%, and most of the days they are net buyer for the equities traded and listed in the Egyptian exchange.
You know, 40 miles from your border with Libya is a growing Islamic threat. How concerned are investors about this, and Egyptians in general, in terms of their worries of spillover into Egypt?
I mean, the general impression is the worst is over, and it's just a matter of time, because we see a very good sign that the country, in terms of the political turmoil, is more or less is over, and the security is improving in the ground. You can see that even from the tourists, they are visiting Egypt these days. And if you look to the roadmap, we have it back in June 30th, 2013, that about the roadmap of the constitution, presidential election, and parliamentary election, with the top parameters are over constitution and presidential election, and we are looking for the last election with the parliamentary election. So I guess things are heading to be calmed down, and things are going well for the Egyptian economy and the Egyptian stock exchange.
All right, Dr. Umran, thank you very much for joining me. Good luck with your attempt to raise funding there. Well, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is due to visit Egypt in the coming days. Kerry is in Turkey right now in an effort to drum up regional support to fight Islamic State militants in Iraq and Syria. Will Secretary of State Kerry get the support he needs? Here with a few answers, Chief Washington correspondent Peter Cook and Bloomberg's own Willem Marks. Willem just returned recently from his time in northern Iraq, where you were over the course of the summer. Let me ask you, Willem, how important did Kurdish forces say support from